Welcome to Wolf Farms. I'm Dawn, also known as Mitten Wolf.
And I'm James, also known as Wolf Photo. Want to welcome new and returning viewers. Thanks for joining us today for this episode. We got a couple segments for you.
And those include farm happenings, what's cooking in the coop, flown the coop, squeal like a pig, and roundup.
Yeah, almost
sounds like a whole episode, but it's like
it sounds big, but we'll see how much it plays out because it's only half a page of stuff to talk about.
Yeah,
it's only because we couldn't think of what did we do over the last 2 weeks since
well,
our last
even
episode.
Looked, but it's not. You don't need to know.
Yeah, we're getting old.
Yeah. So, farm happenings.
Farm happenings.
I have a new hobby.
Yes, you do. It's full blown. There's like no holding you back once you get something in your head. Redheading it.
Yep.
And what is your new hobby?
Football.
It's taken her a while, but she is now like...
I'm obsessed. I cannot get enough.
Yeah. We were watching football at least 3 nights a week. At least. And
it's unbelievable. And that's just NFL.
I know. She's like, I gotta start watching college. I gotta watch college games.
On the other nights, yeah.
Okay. So as you can tell, probably not so much of a football fan up till about 2 weeks ago. I guess it's been about 2 weeks.
Week and a half. Yeah.
Well, since the last podcast.
Yeah.
We're all like all gung-ho now.
Well, we've always watched the Super Bowl.
Well, yeah. Everybody watches the Super Bowl because everybody's going to talk about it, so you at least have to know what happened. So I could follow along and watch it. I know the football rules. I just, I don't have time to sit around and watch a football game for, 3 hours, 3.5 hours, and, so I just don't follow it.
But it's perfect because it's just a little bit, just going at it, and then there's so many dang commercials that it's perfect time to go change the laundry
I work outside, so I can't just like come in and it doesn't work for me. But it's usually in the evening, so it's usually when we're eating dinner now. But it's impacting my new season of my Motor Monday, Gas Monkey. They just started a new season. I gotta watch football now, so I guess I'll just have to catch it on the reruns.
Yeah, I can't stand that.
I know,
guy.
she hates it. She hates that show.
He is so annoying.
I like it for the cars, but he does get annoying. But I like watching the cars, the fix up. But football,
And Jimmy's just as.
Yeah, he's now going, did you see this interception? And so he's like YouTubing this, it's showing Dawn the different
Replays.
things. It's like, oh my God, how'd that happen? Something in the water, I think.
It must be. Because there was something else that I totally was different that I don't normally do. Now I can't remember what it... See, I don't remember nothing.
You can tell she's new to football because she's like, why don't they make that football bright? So I can see what's going on.
Because you lose it. Them dudes are huge.
You just got to know what to watch for, But like I said, it's the part of the idea
when you
is
glance down at your knitting, you lose the ball.
Just look for the group of guys running.
And I do like when one team is in white and the other is in something. But when they wear the outfits that are too much alike, it's like, who the heck is, which way are they going?
She's got a ways to go. She's a week and a half in and still learning the ropes. So I guess next stop is now that LA has a football team, right? The Rams.
They suck.
Well, that's a whole other thing.
Oh.
At least it's a short drive to go to a football game. So you wait for like the Bears to go. Then you can go, okay, well, let's go watch the football game. Because then you wait for the...
Oh, you think they would come here?
Every team plays every team. That's
really? How cool is that?
Hey, a new discovery on NFL. But yeah, so when you get a team that you want to watch come down here, then you just have to drive down to LA and you can watch a football game. Because before, without a team in LA, we either going to San Diego or you're going up to San Francisco. Those are the two closest ones. Or you go to your local college. You watch the Marauders football team playing, junior varsity, JC college football. I don't know what, what other teams they play and stuff. But, it is what it is.
I've never been to a football game.
See?
No
Never
high
been.
school, no nothing.
I guess I'm deprived you, and I got to take you to a baseball game too.
Yeah,
and-
I've never been to any professional league sporting event.
I-
So these are bucket list things.
Yeah,
now.
I got friends at work that actually have season tickets to the Dodgers, so they go to the Dodgers at every game they can, and so I'll have to let him know that when he gets tickets that he can't go to, I'll have to see what he's letting those go for. But it's probably the not the good games kind of thing. But if he's not using them, then you can usually get them for a good price, and you sit in a really good spot because he's like behind the dugout. He's had season tickets for like years and years and years. So he's, I guess the way it works is that it's, the longer you're there, the better seats you get. And so when ones come up available, there's like a lottery, and it's based on the people that have the most seniority. So because he's been there so long, their seats have kind of moved up and behind the dugout now. So he's got really good seats.
Yeah, but then you're watching them spit and pat each
Part
other
of that
on
is
the
sports.
butt.
Pat him on the butt.
Well, that's a baseball thing. You got to slap each other on the butt. See what I know about baseball. I know Hot Pink Sock is probably dying laughing now as I say that.
Okay, so Don is not a sports aficionado. I used to have a book when I was a kid.
Now,
that had-
hockey, yes.
Well,
I
you know,
was
hockey,
raised
'cause-
in an ice rink.
Exactly, so
yeah.
that's understandable. But I used to have
That was when hockey was a blood sport.
Stop interrupting me.
You are interrupting me.
When you watch this back tomorrow, we'll get an answer for that one. But when I was a kid, I used to have a book. I forget who. It might have been like a Time Life book that had every sport and all the rules that kind of went along with it. I mean, it was a thick book when I was a kid, and I used to look through that. I wish I still had that. I could give it to Dawn. And I say, okay, well, look at the rules. She's like, well, what position's that? And what are those guys? And I'm like, okay, there's a whole lot of stuff you got to learn. Just follow the ball. That's rule number one, follow the ball.
Well, because like football's like chess. Well, more like Harry Potter chess. But,
Quidditch.
Yeah, not Quidditch. The Harry Potter chess game.
No,
Where the knight whacks the head of
there's
the
always strategy.
Yeah.
If they didn't have strategy, then it wouldn't be as entertaining. But so, if you have football tips, because I know you guys watch football, you know who to send them to.
Well, because that's like a religion. You
Yeah.
know? It's like
I know.
they're
Sunday,
not too
Monday.
much here. Yeah.
Yeah, we're like fully on into the football world now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's Don's new hobby. Mm-hmm. So we'll see how that goes, but you just gotta follow the ball, and then you'll learn the rest as it goes. You're learning about all the rules, the face mask and holding and
Yeah.
and
No, I still don't think they should grab him around the neck.
it's tackling. It's part of getting the guy to fall on the ground. You kind of have to do what you have to do. Just don't grab him by the face or the hair. Don's like, look at that hair. Why don't they just grab a hold of that? I'm like,
wham, you
no,
know.
you can't do that. It's attached to the head. You gotta be nice to the head.
Oh, it got caught in my glove.
We're in a learning process right now with football. So
It's always good to learn new things.
exactly, new sports,
Yep.
new obsessions.
Yeah.
So when we get on here with you dug out the cheese hat too.
Yes, I did. That's when I was watching the Packers.
Yeah, so someone sent us the Packers cheese hat. I'm like,
Oh, you bought it.
did I buy it?
You bought me that when you went to.
Oh, that's right. When I had a
Wisconsin.
work trip.
Yeah.
Forgot about that. Yeah, see, I
See?
I didn't wear it on the airplane, so I mean,
That was 9/11.
yeah, that was a different trip. 9/11 was Kansas.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
yeah, Wisconsin or can't even remember where I went. It's been a long time ago, so we're talking 14 years ago, 13 years ago when I went back there. That's how old the hat is. A little crusty.
It's just aged
It's blue cheese. Yeah, blue cheese now. So, anyways,
Well, I do have a Ohio.
Buckeyes.
Buckeyes.
Yeah, someone sent you that.
Yeah.
So we have a collection of various sports teams. Now you know what it actually means. Yeah.
But that's not NFL, is it?
What's that? I don't know.
I don't remember now.
See, well, you're gonna learn. They'll tell you. So, what else happening on the farm?
I had a visit of a white crane.
Yes, you did.
And it came, usually our visitors stay out by the lake, which is about 100 feet from the house.
Yeah,
you'd say.
yeah, a little bit.
And this one, he was friendly.
He came right up
he
to
came,
the house.
Like, onto the porch, because I have these little lizards, little lizards, all by not by my back door, but by my
bushes.
plants.
Yeah, we
bushes
got bushes and stuff, and these are Dawn's
and they watch
friends.
me.
Yeah,
I talk to them, and I put little greens out for them, and this crane, he swooped and
he said,
gulped it.
"Forget about the greens. I want the lizards instead." So
I didn't know birds would eat lizards.
Yeah, apparently they do. So
yeah, and he went after a couple of them. Yeah.
Yeah, this year, for whatever reason, we've had a ton of lizards around the house. I mean, I saw one about yay big yesterday, and I was like, lizard population has increased a bit. So, but we have all these little baby ones. So around the plants and stuff in the back, and they come out, and you see them always skittering around, and so yeah, those are Dawn's buddies. And when she's out watering, and they're probably thinking, "Hey, thanks for the drink."
No, they're usually running like, oh no, here comes the flood.
Maybe that's why they're coming out and looking at you like, what are you doing?
So, and then yesterday, the 17th was, I almost said FUDGE.
Papi Chu, come here,
Papi
buddy.
Chulas.
It's your gotcha day
Gotcha
yesterday.
day.
Yeah, so it's been a year.
Yeah.
Hey, buddy. You want to come around?
What are you doing? You're acting weird. Come here.
So so it was his gotcha day, and he got a couple of gifts.
Some treats.
Dawn always takes the time to get the animals their presents for their birthday. So
I couldn't just get one because there are 3 of them, so they all get presents.
Yeah.
So
it's like a kid's party. You get the gift bags for everybody.
Yeah.
This is kind of like that. Don feels the need to.
Granted, he did get his choice of all 3 first, so. He got barbecue ribs. These are Nyla bones. He got, I don't remember what
pork
this.
chop.
No, this was a grilled
Oh, that's a chicken one?
chicken, fried chicken, and something it was called. And acting strange.
Come here, buddy.
And then a pork chop. So, yeah, I just thought these were just way too cute. So. Yep.
Yeah, here's our Papa Chew. Oh, thanks for the kisses. Yeah. So we've had him for a year now.
Yep.
Yeah, he's a good boy.
He's been using his ears better lately.
Well, yeah,
he smells.
Yeah,
food
he smells the what's cooking that we have on the table. He's it's like, ooh, yeah, hey, give me some of that. Give me some of that.
Yeah, gotcha day, huh? You had a good day yesterday, huh?
Yeah, lots of presents. Oh, there you go. I'll let you down. You're gonna get up on that table and try to eat.
He's like,
We'll have nothing to show if you eat it. He's like, let me up here.
Here's your treats, puppy.
All right, I'm gonna get them over there.
So let's see what else. I think that's about it.
That's it for farm happenings, right?
So we'll move on into the what's cooking.
All right, so this is me because I am the
Chef Boyarjames.
Yeah, that's me. So, anyways, I do Instagram, right? So I Instagram, I follow along, so I use that for photography inspiration. Well, I also I follow some of the food photography people that take picture of like food. Product photography, it's food photography. It's just kind of an art to doing that, and I follow a couple of people. Well, Instagram's got this thing where, in the search, they just kind of feed things that they think you might be interested. You don't have to look for anything. You just go to the, the search area, and then they just kind of give you a whole bunch of, you might be interested in the videos and stuff. And I'm scrolling along, and they have this video that pops up of this place called, and the Instagram account is Tip Hero. Tiphero, all one word, and they show like recipes. They're doing different recipes and stuff, and I must have been in a mood or something, and this recipe came up, and I just couldn't resist. So I had to figure out how I was going to make this. So the recipe is actually s'mores fudge. And they show them making it, they kind of a whole video of the different ingredients and making it and doing it up. And I'm like, oh, that looks so good. Like I'm trying to be healthy and eat right and trying not to spoil Don's attempt at being healthy and eating right. And Jimmy, of course, I like to keep him healthy. But sometimes you just gotta
cheat,
just have a little something. So, I went on to their site and got the recipe. But one of the challenges with this is that it uses the condensed milk, right? The sweetened condensed milk. And I'm like, oh, Don can't have milk. So I got to figure out a workaround. So doing a little research, and I was able to come up with a good replacement for sweetened condensed milk that actually you wouldn't know the difference between it. So what I found is I guess, should I go into the actual s'mores and before I go into the solution? Oh, I guess we'll go.
We were already there.
Yeah. So cream of coconut. If you have milk allergies or whatever and can't do the milk, this actually is a 1-to-1 replacement for sweetened condensed milk.
Well, this is healthier than milk.
And it's
Yeah.
See, this makes it good.
Yes.
This makes it healthy. So this is healthy s'mores fudge. But anyway, so I made the first batch,
well,
and I also substituted instead of using the milk chocolate chips, because Dawn's got issues with milk and she's got issues with chocolate. So instead of the milk chocolate chip, we use cacao. So they make 60% cacao chips in the baking aisle, which is not as, you don't have issues with cacao like you do with
not
milk.
Like I
can
handle it.
Yeah, so it's the whole goal here is to make it so everybody can enjoy it. So the whole combination, whatever, it works really well. So so I actually modified the recipe in that way, and I've added a couple other things that I do different from their recipe to make it just that much better. But it's a layered, fudge. So I'll have to show you this, because this is my latest incarnation. This is a little different than what they show on their site. But there is s'mores fudge. So you see the graham cracker crust on the bottom, and then the chocolate layer, and then the white chocolate and marshmallow topping, and then there's some crumble on top. So
I just realized that you could, like the Christmas fudge, that you could, or is that different chocolate?
What's
we'll
that?
have to look.
Well, we could add food coloring if you wanted to do the food coloring on the white part, because the white will take...
No.
Right.
Just like Aunt Peggy and Grandma Alice makes the yummy fudge for Jimmy, but I can't have it because it's all a bunch of milk and...
Yeah. That's fun. You could take out the graham cracker and you could take out the marshmallow top, and you would have just fudge. So, see, I get to... So anyway, it's actually really simple to make. They show in the video the graham cracker. You get the graham crackers, and you crush it up in a bag. I actually used our blender. Or what? Vitamix blender to crush it up. It actually works really well. Less messy. If you ever tried to crush something in a plastic bag, you know how well that works. It's going to poke holes and get all over the place. And I'm messy when I cook. Just ask Dawn. And so I'm like trying to think of a cleaner way to do it where I'm not making a whole event over it. So, but anyway, so I crushed it up. It's really simple to do. So we will put up the recipe as it is from the website. And then I could also put up the recipe like I do it, because I've modified it with a couple other things. Like the graham cracker crust is a little different the way I do it. The crumble is not even in their recipe, so I did the crumble. So anyway, so like I said, it's really good, and I just figured I'd share that, seeing that we've been enjoying it. We limit ourselves, so we got one piece a day after dinner.
Yeah.
That way it lasts longer. Because I told Dawn after I made the first batch, I said, well, I'll make it for your birthday, which is in July. And it's like, I don't think you need to wait that long. So.
Well, I told him he had to try it again to see if he really had the recipe down, because you hadn't written it down at that point either.
Well, I know what I did, but writing it down and letting time lapse just doesn't, I tend to, not that it's bad, it's always a little different, which is fun. It makes it different. But sometimes when you hit perfection, you just have to mark down what perfection is. So anyway, so that's a little coming into the holiday season and stuff, So for Thanksgiving or not for Halloween, you can do orange dye, and you make orange dye in the white part.
Or you get the orange little sprinkle things.
Well, you can do that too as a topper. So, anyways, but super good. So if you have milk allergies, we got a solution for you. If you have chocolate allergies, we do the cacao, and Dawn's got all allergies. So if she can eat it and enjoy it, then
generally
you probably can too. So
and the crumble is not nut. It looks like nuts there. It's not. It's
graham cracker. It's the crumbles made with graham cracker, brown sugar, and regular sugar, and some butter. But we don't use butter. We actually use margarine.
Can't believe it's not butter.
No, not on this one. It's the sticks, imperial, whatever. What do we get?
I have no idea.
Yeah, well, the sticks of margarine, and then some shaved cacao and white chocolate, and it was supposed to lay on top as like a whole other layer on top of the marshmallow, but it ended up breaking. It was too brittle. This is originally how I did it on the first. Wanted to do it on the first batch, but then that came out as a full sheet. Never mind. We'll get on with it. But anyway, so good stuff. So yeah, give it a try if you're inclined to like s'mores and fudge and anything good and sweet.
Yeah.
So.
Okie dokie. We're going to In the Coop.
Wow, let's go for it.
So In the Coop is my Scrappy Happy blanket for Jimry. Jimry. He's got a new name. And it is the Memory Blanket by Georgie Nicholson. Oh, my arm's going to give out.
Here.
You hold it. They're going to eat the iPad. So.
All right.
And I have done a lot on this. So 14, because we've been
2 weeks.
2 weeks. So there's one on the needle. There's 3 squares right there. And I am all over the place on this because if I have enough, I do 2 squares. So there's 1, 2, there's 5 here.
3 there.
Yeah, so that's a total of 8 on that side. Then there's some
over here.
Yeah. So some over here.
You keeping track? It's kind of like watching the football.
Yeah.
Right? Where's the...
Well, and this one was Caterpillar.
Caterpillar?
Yeah. So, yeah, that was cool. So I can't remember if there's any more. I love working on this, though, so. And that's my Rusted Stitch needle sweater.
Awesome.
And then I started the Pure Joy, which is a Hohi Locatelli pattern that Heidi gifted me. Too much worked out yesterday. It's hinging up, so. And it's in my knitting's my bag.
My attempt at Vanna White, right? So.
Yeah. Because I'm all fall right now. I'm all fall. All fall. So I am using, where did those things go? I'm using Knitter's Nightmare Oi with the Poodles and Anzula hand-dyed yarn haiku base, 80% bamboo, 20% superwash merino in the Prince colorway. And this is the Prince colorway, and this is the Knitter's Nightmare.
Pretty cool.
So, let's see here. And I'm using size 6 Haya Sharps interchangeables. And because we love Hayahayas. But the interchangeables that I always forget to mention is they have the swivel,
Yeah.
connection, like the signatures have, which is awesome. So, this is the front. So, got a little bit done on this. So far it's been really fun. So, yep, I'm to the next, bringing in the Knitter's Nightmare color. And I was kind of thinking I had wanted them switched, the lighter color, you know, but your bigger yarn needs to be
the majority
the first one, so.
The primary.
Which it doesn't matter, because towards the end, there's going to have a lot more of the Knitter's Nightmare, because I really wanted the Knitter's Nightmare to stand out, yeah. So, yep.
Looks good.
So, super fun. And that's all of the knitting, because it's still a challenge, so.
Yeah. So how's your shoulder doing?
It's attached.
It's improving.
It's improving. There's certain things that she's seen where it's freezing up. So I'm told to push it a little bit more this week before I see her again.
But your range of movement is much better. You can lift your arm up, and but there's still certain things that you're having issues with. But.
Yeah, not that I would ever be doing this one hand motion thing with I'm not doing it with this one because it don't work.
It don't.
But, I would never do that anyways, but that's the area
yoga
where is really helping it keep it stretched out. But yesterday was a overdoing it day with the resistant band stuff, so.
Yeah.
You keep looking. Why are you doing that? Something behind us? Do you guys see someone behind us?
No.
Please let us know.
So, what?
You're just acting strange as looking at
Because the dog is going to take down the backdrop.
Oh, okay.
Poppy's, he's kind of doing his back rub.
Totally disappear.
If you see the whole go this, it's blame Poppy because he keeps going underneath the stands.
There may be a cat back there.
Yeah, and that's another reason why the whole thing might go.
Yeah, that would be entertainment. So is that all for in the coop? Yes. Because I have not knit on my sweater because I don't know if it's the weight, and that's the Thea Coleman Rolling Rock. Plus, this sweater pattern because I love Thea Coleman. I've knit quite a few of her patterns. I have a ton of them. Love them because she writes so well. But this one just seems to be...
You having issues with it?
Yeah, it's not as clear because there's a lot of that you're sitting there thinking, duh, what is going on? So it's, and I'm not the only one. Other people who are knitting it, that were knitting it for the knit along were corresponding and they're having the same, what's going on. And so it's like...
There might be some errata coming down the line or something, or
just more clear.
Oh.
I think. So it's like, I want you to, I'm paying that much. I want you to hold my hand while I knit it. I don't want to have to think.
Oh, you weren't talking to me. Okay.
Yeah. So, Falone the Coop. Here we go. Falone the Coop is the Atwood shawl by, who is it? I've deleted it off. Someone named Nicole something. I don't remember her name. Because I'm not that impressed. Not impressed at all, which I already mentioned on the last podcast. But even more so as I finished knitting it. Because you can look at this and knit it without a pattern. It'd probably be better without the pattern because as simple as this is and there's errata in it that has not been corrected, I mean, you don't end on a wrong side row and start the next section on the wrong side row. I mean, very clear. This is a huge screw up, obvious. Yeah. It's kind of just like grammar, and spelling. You fix it. You're going to charge $5. fix it, you know?
Yeah.
Anyways.
But at least it's done.
It's done. If you are knitting this or if you haven't knitted this, because I know someone who has this pattern and the yarn for this, knit the large one because I knit the smaller size one and it's like there's barely anything you can do with it.
Yeah.
In fact, just how I was wearing it is about as all it gets. And that, it's not even big enough. And I do not have a large neck. You know, it needs to be tacked, you know, tied underneath because it just falls off. I already told him I was not going to be
You're not holding
back on this. Well, it's
well,
you're spending all this time. This was very special yarn to me, and it's like
if you're going to charge $5, there's other patterns that are much more interesting and involved,
Yeah.
like some of the lace ones that.
So yeah, here it is. It's blocked, and you know there was no stretching it because it's like, you know, stuck in it and yarn over. So, but I love the yarn. It, you know, I can make it work. But yeah, I like that. So maybe I can just, as my hair is growing out, I can use it as a. See, that works more better. You know, because it's not like you can really. You know, this looks kind of.
It's okay.
I know. Just let me rear.
It's flown.
It flew the coop. Hey, yeah, we haven't had a flown the coop in a long, long time.
Yeah. Well,
but the yarn is skein, which was from Nitty Witty Shell, which is just so lovely and scrumptious and
good stuff.
yeah. So I did love that part. So, where are we? Books that have flown the coop. I read some more of the Sue Grafton, which I am loving her books. And those are, I'm listening by audio, and I finished U is for undertow, W is for wasted, and Q is for query. Query? Q-U-A-R. It's a quarry. Quarry? It's my accent. There's something in Spanish because I've been helping Jimmy with his, and no wonder the Spanish teachers didn't like me because of my accent, you know. But
I'm gonna say you're gonna pass along your
your
drawl.
My drawl. It's like certain words. There's no going back.
Yeah.
You know, I iron. I don't iron. I can't even say it normal.
That's why Surrey, she doesn't use Surrey.
No, Surrey hates me.
Never understands.
Yeah, it doesn't understand drawl.
Yeah.
So, and then...
Maybe you need to change your time zone, and maybe it'll help.
Yeah.
Put you in a different part of the country. And
they think I'm Southern.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then I've been reading Robin Cook, and I read his Seizure book, and then now I'm reading the one called Sail. So that's just give me the chills because you know, super good, both of them authors. I can't give them enough props, and Sharon's got me where I have followed them on Facebook, so I'll be able to see, you know, Papi Chulo.
The cat's behind there.
Yeah.
Fortunately, I've got it anchored down fairly well.
Yep. So, hi, buddy. Felt something on my back. So, squealed like a pig. I totally surprised, had no idea about this, but my friend Dana in Germany sent me a special package. I see Weasley has found it. And she had it in this cute little bag. You know, and you can attach it to your purse or your belt loop. So, I mean, look how cute. Time for tea. And it has a tag on here. I don't speak German.
Oh. Handarbeit, handwork. Petra's, that's kind of got a clip over it. Mm-hmm. And I don't have my glasses, which makes it a little more challenging too.
So, yep.
So, handarbeit, which means handwork, or handiwork.
Yeah.
So, for those that speak German, you're probably cringing at my...
well, it's been a few years, huh?
Arbeit, you know, that means work. And
So, and then inside the bag, she had these mini skeins that she sent for my Jimmy blanket because they're male colors. So and I was like, I'm getting down to the that's why I'm doing squares twice, because I am like out of mini skeins. And I was that day on Etsy looking at mini skeins, and
so timing was good on that.
Yeah. So look at these. They're what does that say? I can't see. The light's blinding me. I don't know what that
knits. I got the knits.
My mama knits.
Oh.
Okay. My mama knits. There we go. Look at these. These are just so awesome. And I've done all my power not to open these this week. This is Blueface Leicester, 75% BFL wool and nylon. And this one is Superwash Merino sock. So super awesome.
Pretty cool.
I just cannot wait. Yeah. But I did. See.
Those are big skeins, so you probably get at least 2 squares out of them, huh?
Yeah, I should definitely. So.
Awesome.
But then I'll have to decide if I want to just use it on Jimmy's blanket or if I want to put a square into yours. So I'm going to have to dig yours out too and get to working on it.
Well, Jimmy's priority.
Yeah.
You got a couple years for that one, so mine, I'll be around for a while.
Yep. So this was just super sweet, Dana. Thank you so much. And
awesome.
Yep. So I think we're in roundup.
Wow. So got the summer hatchinette. It's actually going to be rounding up, so our next podcast will be announcing winners. So you got about a week and a half, 2 weeks?
Yeah.
Just under 2 weeks. I think it's left to get your entries in for that, and we will be giving away prizes for that. This is any finished work that you have that happened between July and September. Yep. So get those entries in. Anything knitted, crocheted, spun, any fiber arts. You can hear the animals are just having a field day. Now Dundee's involved. Now I'm worried.
Yeah, because there's some on one side of the screen and some on the other.
You got Weasley on one side, you got Papi on the other, and you got Dundee trying to referee them. So, but anyway, so get your entries in. Next podcast, the winners.
Yeah, because we have some awesome bags donated from Tina, and
get your chance at Wolf Farm lotion and soap that is unavailable anywhere but here.
Yeah.
So anyway, so I think that's about it.
Yeah, now we can go have a bite of fudge.
Yeah, now we can
don't do that on air.
If
you don't have enough to share for everybody in the audience, Plus, you don't eat. Well, you talk, that's just...
You don't want to watch my crumble going all over the place.
Yeah, that's... Ooh.
I'm messy when I'm cooking. You don't want to see how bad it is when I eat.
That's just rude. My mama taught me better, so...
So anyways...
So until next time...
Let's get cracking.
Hatchin' it. Bye, y'all.
Bye, y'all.